The Institute of Fish Breeding of the Ukrainian Academy of Agrarian Sciences was founded in 1930. It is the main science and research establishment that determines and guidelines agriculture development, as well as coordinates and maintains scientific support of fishery and fishing at the Ukrainian inland reservoirs. The institute staff is headed by the candidate of agricultural sciences and distinguished worker of the agriculture of Ukraine, Igor Gritsiniak. Lviv subsidiary, net of regional laboratories and research centers in Kiev and Lviv region are integrated into the institute. The science and production main issues of the institute activities are updating selection and genetic assets of the indigenous fishery, as well as supplying the Ukrainian fishery enterprises of Ukraine with the elite carp pedigree stock. The institute aims at developing and activating the latest biotechnologies in agriculture and updating technologies of the fish artificial reproduction and breeding. The emphasis is laid on introducing the new perspective species of the fish for agricultural needs. The institute works on the methods of the rational feeding of the fish. It constantly carries out research work in view of the fish illnesses, their early diagnostics, prevention, inspection, and improvement of the continental reservoir's ecological condition. In terms of enhancing effectivity of the Dnieper fish stock utilization, constant research is effectuated. Measures are taken to preserve the genetic fund of the rare and disappearing species. Great importance is attached to economic inspection of the fishery enterprises of different forms of propriety. Successful selection of 2 species and 3 interspecies types of the Ukrainian carp is known to be one of the considerable scientific achievements of the institute. Nowadays, they constitute the main base in the Ukrainian carp breeding. A method of the complex intensification of the pond fishery has been elaborated by the institute. It determines the theoretic foundations and technologies in this area of the agriculture. Research aimed at breeding the plant-eating fish species and their further placement into the indigenous agriculture has become relevant for the Ukrainian fishery. Those are the plant-eating fish of the Far East complex. Grass carp, silver and striped carp is an example. Those methods cover up to 50% of the general volume of the sweetwater fish production in this country. A considerable amount of work has been carried out in terms of enhancing effectivity of fishery under the market economy over the past decade. Besides, they have updated technologies of breeding and producing high-quality food based on plant-eating fish and carp, with 2 or 3 years cycle of pond fishery and with more than 30 up to 40% of production. Biological foundations of cultivating of shovel-nosed sturgeon have been elaborated. There have been formed highly productive Ukrainian carp pedigrees: Amur sazan, channel sheatfish, trout, shoals of rare and disappearing collection fish specimens like graylings, Danube salmon, sterlet. Using the genetic resources of carp breeding in Ukraine and Romania, the new type of the high-spine mirror carp is being bred at present. Applying treatment and diagnostic means to safeguard the fish health in agriculture, the fish health preservation methods have been improved. The institute will work on applying non-traditional raw forage stuff and biologically active additives in the recipes of the mixed fodder. It will be of importance for further effective development of fishery. The Institute of Fish Breeding actively cooperates with the scientific establishments of Poland, Hungary, Czech Republic, the USA, Russia, Belarus, Moldova, Croatia, Vietnam and other countries. It is also a co-founder of the Agriculture Scientific Centers Net in the countries of the Central and Eastern Europe. The net incorporates 24 science and research organizations in 14 countries.